Shemai boys back. Those of you who've seen my most recent short saw me greeting you with "Ari ya bastards." Well, you know that it's just like a term of endearment, isn't it, in the northeast? Like they say something in Carnarvon, don't they? To show that you're friendly. So I'm hoping that this video gets me to 600 subscribers. I've been stuck on 596, and I thought I'd experiment by changing my avatar. And my avatar says Israeli war crimes are still war crimes, and that's a fact. But they're still behaving as if they have got carte blanche in this conflict. So it's got to come to an end soon. They are utter bastards, the Israeli government. They're holding their own population hostage by behaving in the way that they are. But this is not a geopolitical video. This long form video is about getting lost, and the title of it is Get Lost. And I've had two instances recently of getting lost. The first one was on my town away, I don't like it, to Caergrawnt, to Cambridge. I had done a reconnaissance to the Abbey Stadium the previous day of the game. This is bizarre. Well, it's almost inconceivable that I've got lost after my reconnaissance. But it was going through that subway. That's thrown me off. The night of the game, I went under a subway, and I came out on the wrong side, and I passed the Abbey Stadium, and I had no idea where I was. Don't sleep in the subway, darling. Don't Don't sleep in the subway, darling. Even though I had my mobile phone, no, I didn't. Did I? Yes, I did, because I was taking videos. I didn't think to put the Abbey Stadium in Google Maps. I don't know why. Well, lucky for me that I've left enough time to get lost. And it was a good thing that I wasn't timing my journey to the bus station. I can't believe it. Reconnaissance man, my ass. Couldn't find his own ass with both hands. But I know that I was getting tired by this stage. And when you get lost, I don't know if you found this, you seem to get more fatigued, you seem to get more tired. The eyes on this machine are the eyes that you make when you realise you've taken the wrong turn. If you hear a little bit of canny Grundy in the background, or a little bit of it's Ginger McHaggis is having a wee snooze on the bed behind me. And what I've noticed with wee Ginger is she's looking a little bit gnarly. She's looking a little bit aged and old at the moment. She's slower. And I think what's happened is the arrival of Cousin It, the black and white fluffy cat, the opera singer that you might have seen. She's a young cat, and she's been giving Ginger McHaggis what for. Ginger McHaggis has been hissing, and I don't know. It seems to have taken its toll on the old cat. Anyway, back to getting lost. Now, me other getting lost experience, I didn't take my camera for this. I thought, live in the moment, leave your camera. And it was interesting to me because it was late. what it was, I had decided to book into the youth hostel in the Brecon Beacons. I booked a airpod, land pod, one of these sort of glorified tents, not quite on the scale of a glamping pod, but it's basic, functional, did the job, no problem at all, no problem with the accommodation. But I arrived, and obviously with this light evenings, light weather, I thought, yeah, right, go for a walk, innit? Go for a walk. Got me hiking boots on, got me walking sticks. Off I went. And didn't have a map. And it must have been about 5:30. Yeah, it was about 5:30. It was about 5:45, when I set off for a walk after put me things in the land pod. And I took a walk up towards Story Arms, the car park. I passed under the road. I passed under the A470. There's a subway, a walkway, and I came out on the other side of Penavant, and I had covered quite a little bit of distance in the Bannau Brycheiniog, and so I thought, right, 8:30. Yeah, the sun was going down. The full moon was coming up the other side. I hadn't been able to find my head torch. So all I had was my hiking boots, my walking sticks, my Wrexham baseball hat, and my sunglasses, my wraparounds. And so I got back down towards where the youth hostel was. But because it was getting dark and because I was tired by now, I had misjudged the fence. So I climbed over this fence and went down in the field, saw the river, crossed the river. But I thought, now hang on, this doesn't look like where I'd crossed. And so I climbed and climbed, and I thought, well, I can't see any lights. I can't see where the hostel is. So as it was, I was climbing up towards the A470 because I was in a wooded area and I could see the lorries and the cars passing, but there was a barbed wire fence. And I thought, well, if I go up over the barbed wire fence, I'm going to get to the road, and then I'm either going to have to go left or right. So back down or back up again on the side of the road. There is no pavement. These are what footpaths are for walkers. And I thought, right, well, don't do that then. And so I thought, right, just go back down to the river because you remember where you'd crossed the river. So just go back down, cross over. And as I was crossing stepping stones, I slipped. And it must have been at this point that my sunglasses fell off my baseball hat. I didn't know this. Or they might even have been pulled off the top of the baseball hat as I was going through the trees down to the river. I only discovered it when I had found the right crossing spot. But that had meant I had gone up to the fence, I'd gone over the gate, I'd gone further down, and I'd found the spot. So by this stage, you can imagine light was fading. But I had the full moon, and I thought, right, sunglasses can be quite expensive. These hadn't had any scratches on them. These were my good pair. So I retraced my footsteps for about a field. And I went up the field and I thought, I'm getting fatigued now. And it was strange because I still couldn't see any lights from the youth hostel. But I crossed the river where I'd originally crossed it, and I made my way back up the path. And then coming through the woods by the side of the river, I could finally see the hostel. There were young French students having a bonfire, and the lights and the shouting and the noise got me back there. But I'm trying to draw a comparison between getting lost once in Caergrawnt. Now, more fool me. I'm not even a reconnaissance man because I don't remember walking down this road yesterday. And is it because I took the subway across the road, blah de blah? My sense of direction, honestly, that's why I have to do reconnaissance, because can't read a map or a compass to save my life. I am shit. And once in the Bannau Brycheiniog. The first one, I had done a reconnaissance, so that threw me completely. And I felt a fool. I felt not good that I had sort of done a reconnaissance journey, quite a long one the day previously. And then the second one, the Brecon Beacons one, just made me think you have to be extremely careful when you're going out, because even in an area as familiar to walkers as the Bannau Brycheiniog, we know historically that soldiers from the British Army have been beasted up on those hills and have died. And I thought on Saturday night, I thought it could be easy for somebody to get lost and just give up the ghost. So it's made me think about directions, Google Maps. I didn't take my phone with me. I just wanted to walk. So there was no GPS. So I think I have to really think about what it is that is getting me lost. Is there some kind of inner arrogance? I know where I'm going. I know this place. I'll be okay. And then you hit a situation where you're not okay. And what fascinates me is the fatigue and the tiredness, because when you are in a fruitless walk, you've got lost basically, and you have to admit to yourself, you stupid fool, you've got lost. At that particular moment, I find that fatigue and tiredness close in around you like the darkness, and that makes clear thinking all the more difficult. I thought that I would share that with you today. Diolch i chi am wrando. Hwyl fawr.